Hello, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make a vegetarian fish with brinjal. So this is the vegetarian fish that I'm going to slice it into pieces and marinate. So all in all I have 7 pieces, but it depends on the thickness that you cut your fish. Now that I've sliced my fish, I'm going to gently remove the top wrapping from it. So this is how the fish will look. I am going to marinate this fish using a teaspoon of mixed masala to it, a teaspoon of hurdee, a teaspoon of soy sauce, a grain of black pepper, and a splash of oil. And I'll give this fish a good mix so it coats well with the spices, and I'll leave it aside. While I prepare my other ingredients. While my vegetarian fish is marinating, I'm also going to marinate my brinjal. Yeah, I have 5 brinjals, but usually we use the baby brinjal. But this time around we did not get the baby brinjal, so I've got this roundish type of brinjals, which I split in between and cut in half. And now I'm going to make a marinade for my brinjal. It's a teaspoon of mixed masala, teaspoon of hurdee, and then half a teaspoon of salt to it. And then a splash of oil. So this marinade I'm going to mix it very well and then use my hands to smear the marinade in between my brinjal. As you can see, I did not cut the top off, so we can give a firm finish for the cut. Here's my brinjal that I marinated, and now I'm going to let this set while I get ready with my other ingredients. These are my ingredients for braising my soya fish and brinjal. Here I have 1 small onions grated, 5 tomatoes grated, and 1/4 cup of puree, half a cup of oil. For my spices I have a heaped teaspoon of mixed masala, a teaspoon of hurdee, half a teaspoon mustard seed, half a teaspoon whole jeera. I have 2 green chillies, but you can use more green chillies. And I have 6 cloves of garlic that I crushed, and a heaped teaspoon of salt to taste. And then for the braising I also have some lovely curry leaf. Then to garnish I have spring onions and dhania. Firstly I'm going to start off by frying my veg fish and my brinjal. I've got my stove on moderate heat and I'm going to put in my oil to it. I'll allow the oil to get nice and hot. My oil has heated up. So using my hand, I'm going to place in my soya fish gently into the hot oil. I'll allow this veg fish to fry for about 3 minutes on each side. I'm just going to give this a turn. Mustn't allow it to get too crispy. Now we are ready to take this out from the oil. Now to the same oil, I'm also going to fry my brinjal. In the same method, allowing it to fry for 3 minutes on either side. I'm going to give my brinjal a turn. As you can see, it got a very beautiful color. Now I'm ready to take out the brinjal. You don't have to allow this to cook right through. To my same oil that I use for frying my brinjal and veg fish, I'm gonna braise my curry into it. Firstly, I add in my onions. I'll allow this to fry till it's soft. My onions are fried nice and soft. To the onions, I'll add in my garlic, my green chillies, my curry leaf, my mustard seed and my jeera. Give this a good mix and allow this to fry for a few seconds. I'm adding my masala to the braise. And then in my tomatoes. To my tomato, I also add in my salt and I'll allow this to cook fully. And we'll also taste the salt. Now my tomatoes are cooked out, so I'm just going to add in my tomato puree to it. And yes, we tasted the salt, it was just right. Give this puree a mix to the tomatoes. To this point, it's a little thick, so I'm going to add in half a cup of water to make it a little bit of a gravy. The curry has came to a simmer. So slowly, I'm going to place in my veg fish. And also I'm going to place in my brinjals. I'll give this another 5 minutes before turning it over. Now I'm going to turn my fish and brinjal on the other side. To this point, if you like your gravy any weaker, you can add in a little more water. I'll give this another 2 minutes, then I'm ready to garnish. As you can see, my curry is already done. To bring a little freshness to this curry, I'm squeezing in half the lemon juice. Then to garnish, I've got my fresh dhania, my spring onions, I'm going to switch my stove off and I'm ready to serve. There you go, your lovely vegetarian fish with brinjals served with some nice hot roti. This makes a great vegetarian meal. Thank you all for watching and enjoy.